power of a woman. The power of a woman, part two. And what kind of woman are you looking for, fellas, in the ministry? Giving a great shout out to my man Carlos 31. What kind of woman are you looking for in the ministry? And the power of a woman. See, a lot of men try to be so controlling. And I know a lot of men gonna get mad at me for doing this video, but I don't care. See, the power of a woman, people be saying women ain't got no kind of power and they this and they that. No, a woman got plenty of power. Plenty of power. But see, men, you shouldn't want a yes, okay, baby woman. Well, what's a yes woman? A woman that say yes to everything. You shouldn't want no weak woman that's going to just say yes and going to agree and say, okay, baby, to everything that you say and do, whether you wrong or right. See, I don't want no woman like that. I want a woman that's got her own mind, her own way of thinking, and that's going to check me when I'm wrong. Because, see, I know that I'm not always right about everything, but you shouldn't want no yes, okay, baby woman, especially when you're dealing with being in the ministry as a pastor or a minister of music. What kind of woman or wife are you looking for? See, you need that godly woman that stand bold and tell you, you ain't right. And I don't care if your name is bishop this or pastor this. See, we don't see what go on behind closed doors. A lot of people put their titles up in their woman's face. Well, you deacon this, you minister of music this. And the real woman gonna tell you, I don't care about your title, because when you get outside of that church and go home, she gonna let it be known in that room that she don't care about your title, and she gonna look at you for who you are. And I'm not saying that that's disrespectful. I'm saying when we try to push our weight on women all the time by titles, and just because you got pastor or rev in front of your name, you sold all of this and all of that now, and your woman better jump, skip, and hop to everything you say do, whether it's right or wrong. It don't work like that. See, a real woman, when you talk about a virtuous woman that you don't hardly see nowadays, she'll let you know what the deal is. That's why I would say, what kind of woman are you looking for in the ministry? You can look at Samson and Delilah. You can look at Solomon and all the wisdom that he had, and you see how the power of a woman can make you downfall. This is why you got to get a godly woman. And women, you got to get a godly man. But in this video, men, we are talking about what kind of woman are you looking for in the ministry. A lot of y'all are just going out to get somebody because they look good or they can sing, and then you want to make them start preaching. Look like everybody I know now, they making their wife preach. And 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to say 9 times out of 10, but I will say this. God ain't called everybody wife to preach. And we try to make folks be what we are. And a lot of times, that ain't right. A lot of men try to make themselves look good because, well, this is the first lady. She can sing. She can play the piano. She can do this. She can do that. And the first lady could be so jacked up. Just like it could be vice versa with a man. But y'all know I got to have a little sense of humor in this video also, too, because I always like to talk about the power of a woman. See, when men, we get mad, we go find our little room to go in and get away for a little moment. You know, you got your little secret place you go to. But when a woman is pissed off, the whole house is in trouble. When a woman is pissed off, all hell going to break loose. And you think that it wouldn't go that far, but you find your little quiet room to go in and say if you got your kids or whatever, you're going to use the kids to go in there and check on your wife. Because when she is mad, the whole house is in trouble. You'll find a way to get out that house, won't you? Because you know why? You will never win an argument with a woman. Never. And I love women with all respect. I'm not down in women at all in this video. Women are powerful. And that's why I always like to talk about the goodness of a woman and finding a godly woman, a woman like Ruth, and men, finding men like Boaz. Women, if you're looking for that, stop just going out and selling for anything. You should want a woman that's got her own way of thinking and a man that got his own way of thinking and doing things right. That's why I say when you piss a woman off, that whole house is in trouble. She'll make you leave. You'll find a reason to stay gone for a long time. And when it comes to sex, you can cut that out. You can forget about that. See, a lot of men got the nerve to be having these. Let me say it like this. You got a lot of men that's controlling. And they got the nerve to be controlled, and they can't even afford the woman that they got. And this is for the ones who go out to anything and think it's all about money and this and that. And soon as the money run out, the men run out, or it's vice versa, or the women will run out. But a lot of people trying to control somebody they can't even afford. That's why I always say, what are you going out to? And I'm talking about single men that's in the ministry, moving forward. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. Don't go out to anything. You need that strong woman who can pray for you when you down and you don't feel like praying for yourself. You need that bold woman who is bold because she gonna say we gonna get through whatever we going through, and she gonna let you know it's gonna be all right, because y'all gonna be going through the same things in the ministry, especially for pastors. When the pastor is going through with a church, that is some of the roughest things to go through. Yes, and his wife gotta be, I like to say, twice as strong as him. You know why? Because he's gonna be down a lot. Both of y'all can't be down all the time. Somebody gotta be strong, because I might be strong today and might be weak tomorrow. You need that woman that's going to pray for you when you don't feel like praying for yourself. That's why you shouldn't want no yes woman. See, it's a lot of weak women. I mean, weak in the good way. They are weak when it comes to standing up for themselves. Some of these women sitting around here getting beat on, and they still calling it love. He's beating the hell out you, but you saying he loved me, and this is my man, my husband, such and such this. No, stand up for yourself. Stop being weak. And people, I know a lot of men gonna say, well, you taking the woman's side in this video. Now, if you keep up with me in my videos, then you know I don't let up on the men nor the women. I just tell the truth like it is, and I get out of the way. I'm not taking no woman's side in this video. I'm not taking the men's side. I take the truth side. And when I look at scriptures, nobody is hardly living like scriptures nowadays in a marriage. And when you look at taking on anybody, I'm just going to settle. That's where you make your biggest mistake at. See, let's fast forward back to the church, because the men have fallen out of church so hard. A lot of men doing a lot of complaining, but men are sitting home and not doing nothing. And they get mad at the women. Well, women shouldn't be preaching. Women shouldn't be doing it. Women shouldn't be doing that. But half of these times, the women don't have no choice but to do it on their own. If a father is not in the house home to teach the son or the daughter, the male side, who else is going to teach them? Who else is going to teach them? See, a lot of women have been left cold. A lot of men have walked out on their children. Some of them got the nerve to go start a family somewhere else. That's why I say, what are you going after? Because you can do bad by yourself. This is why women got to be okay, y'all. The women, let me put it to you like this. If the women don't start getting delivered, close the church down. Yeah. I believe Todd Hall, that might have been Todd Hall was talking about this in one of his videos, and I agree with him. If the women don't get delivered, you might as well close the church down, because the men ain't really doing nothing. See, a woman who has her own mind and thinking won't agree with you on everything. Yeah. She will not agree with you on everything, and she will let you know when you are wrong. See, fellas, we'll never understand what it be to be a woman. That's why I understand why men want to act like women. Because one thing we'll never know for sure is going through a menstrual cycle. And when you're dealing with a woman or your wife at the time with that, you already know how all hell can break loose through that. Then on top of that, we already got demonic spirits all around. Some people are crazy. Some women are crazy when they ain't even on their menstrual cycle. Or some might say period. So that just add even more fuel to the fire. When you dealing with your wife and she becomes on her cycle, ain't your wife at that time, is it? Or your girlfriend, she ain't your girlfriend at that time. That's somebody you totally don't even know, because the mood swings are changing so much. But some women know how to be on their menstrual cycle and you don't even know they on it. I rarely meet a few women like that in this life, but not to jump off subject talking about that, but when you think about all of these evil spirits and jumping in and out of people, and people doing all this sleeping around. That's why I say you got husbands and wives sleeping around on each other. And when you are dealing with a woman on their cycle, you might well just shut up, man. Just go on, shut up, and find you something to do that day. See, that's why I say we can never understand what it is to be a woman. Just like a woman can't put herself in the shoes of a man. That's why we got all this confusion now. You got women with women and men with men. Totally confusion. See, women, y'all can thank Eve for that. Men, we can thank Adam for that. Papa JT said if he could just get his hands on Adam, he would just go on like to just have his way with Adam and whoop Adam for a while. These are the things that's going on in his life. So what are you going out there? You shouldn't want a yes woman. Find you a good, godly woman. A lot of problems is a lot of people want to hook you up with somebody, and the ones that keep trying to hook everybody up is the ones that need hooking up themselves. You just pray and God will send you your blessing. But don't rush God. God got to operate on God's time. So I just want to just talk a little bit about the power of a woman and how you shouldn't want no weak woman, a yes baby woman. See, I don't want to say you need a ghetto type woman that's loud and cussing everybody out. No, when I say you don't want a weak woman, a woman should carry herself just like men. We should carry ourselves in a respectful way, talking with wisdom, living right, the best way we can. And all of this ignorant stuff is just nothing but a turnoff for me. I'm just being honest. I don't want no loud ghetto type woman cussing their kids out. That's a turnoff for me. But 9 times out of 10, them the ones that come up in my face. And I have to tell them, God bless you. There is somebody out there for you. It just ain't me. Because I don't try to change folks. I don't do the changing. Only God can. I pray for them and I move on. So what kind of woman are you looking for in the ministry? Stop trying to make somebody become your wife because they can sing, pastors, or they can play the piano or the organ. It don't work like that all the time. Your wife might not have nothing to do with music, or she might. See, we gotta also think like that. That's like me. I'm an organ player. I'm a minister of music. My wife might not have nothing to do with music. I don't know, but God knows. But I'm gonna be obedient. Y'all take care and remain blessed.